Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. You're just in time for Scotty's Movie Memories Monday. Today we remember the Omega Man. The Omega Man is a 1971 post-apocalyptic action film starring Charlton Heston as a survivor of a pandemic. It was based on the 1954 novel I Am Legend by Richard Matheson and was distributed by Warner Brothers Studios. The Omega Man is the second adaptation of Matheson's novel. The first was Last Man on Earth from 1964, which starred Vincent Price. A third adaptation, I Am Legend, starring Will Smith, was released in 2007 and even borrowed this film's tagline. The film differs from the novel and its previous film in several ways. In the novel, humanity is destroyed by a bacterial plague spread by bats and mosquitoes, which turns the population into vampire-like creatures, whereas in this film version, biological warfare is the cause of the plague that kills most of the population by asphyxiation and turns most of the rest into nocturnal albino mutants led by the maniacal Matthias. Screenwriter Joyce Corrington holds a doctorate in chemistry and felt that this was a more suitable adaptation. In Charlton Heston's autobiography, In the Arena, he mentioned that the crucifixion scene with Neville was not in the original script. As it turns out, the scene just felt as it fit quite well into the storyline, so it was left in. The film takes place in Los Angeles, and as part of the plot, the city is supposed to be void of human activity except for Neville. Several tricks were used to make the city appear deserted. This was accomplished in part by simply filming on a Sunday morning in the center of the business district, which in the late 1970s was essentially a dead area of LA early on weekend mornings. Despite careful planning, though, by the film crew, bystanders were captured on film in the distance, and moving cars appear briefly in the background during some scenes. Heston's character, Robert Neville, believes he is the plague's only immune survivor. Struggling to maintain his sanity, he spends his days patrolling the now desolate Los Angeles, hunting and killing members of the family, a cult of plague victims who were turned into nocturnal albino mutants. They can't stand the light, so they wear their sunglasses at night so they can destroy all technology and kill Neville, who has become a symbol of the science they blame for humanity's downfall. At night, living atop a fortified apartment building equipped with an arsenal of weaponry, Neville is a prisoner in his own home. "This is where I used to live. This is where I'm going to live," he states. One day, as Neville's in a department store helping himself to new clothing, he spots a woman who quickly runs away. This woman turns out to be Lisa, who Neville eventually falls in love with. But it's not a happy ending to the story, as Lisa is infected and becomes one of them. Neville discovers there's a small band of other survivors that Lisa was living with. Their leader, Dutch, is a motorcycle-riding badass who we find out was actually a medical doctor before the world came to an end. Together, he and Neville work on a serum using his own blood to help save humanity. I saw this movie with my younger brother in the theater in 1971, and I absolutely loved it, even though it did scare me quite a bit. Watching it as an adult, I went through differing phases of appreciation for this movie. The villains can be a bit weird with their cloaks and sunglasses, and even though they are often referred to as vampires, they aren't. But what are they? They're not quite zombies, as they retain their intellect. They're not cannibals. What are they? I don't know, and to tell you the truth, I don't care. They are the family. They're evil. They want Neville dead. That's good enough for me. Honestly, I think this movie is vastly superior to Last Man on Earth, and even more so to I Am Legend. Yes, when Will Smith's dog runs into its troubles, I'm heartbroken. But I saw that film and hardly have returned to it. But Omega Man, I bet I've seen it 50 times easy. Have you seen Omega Man? If so, how do you think it compares to I Am Legend? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please let me know in the comments below. If you haven't seen this movie, do yourself a favor and give it a watch. You'll be glad you did. Also, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching, and remember, you're just in time.